Model calls, a great marketing strategy or a complete waste of your time? If you ask that question to a group of photographers, you'll likely get a variety of answers. Some photographers love them. In fact, numerous students of mine are currently using them, and as of this video, are booked out months in advance. But other photographers hate them. They feel like they attract the wrong kind of clients. You know, the ones who want everything for nothing. It seems totally contradictory. So are model calls even worth trying in your business or retrying if at first they didn't work for you? Yes, 100% yes. Model calls are in fact a wonderful way to fill your calendar, but and this is a big but, there is a right way and a wrong way to do them. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips to make model calls successful and profitable. But first, let's define what a model call actually is. A model call is where the photographer offers some sort of a deal or incentive to prospective clients. Usually, though not always, it's in the form of a waived or discounted session fee. This makes it easier for a prospective client to say yes, and it gives the photographer an opportunity to build his or her portfolio and make sales later on in the process. Now that we got that covered, here are 3 tips to create a fully booked calendar with high quality leads using model calls. Tip number 1 is to not include all the digitals within your model call. Though this isn't always the case, my model calls are complimentary and I gift my clients with a product credit where they can purchase additional digitals, prints, and products. You have the freedom to offer a different incentive, but the key here is to not include all the digitals. It's okay to give a little bit, but not everything. Give yourself the opportunity to upsell additional digitals and images and products later on. Tip number 2 is to be super specific about the kind of client or niche that you want to do your model call for. Now, allow me to explain this point with a story. About 5 years ago, I wanted to start photographing a new niche in my business, brands and entrepreneurs. At that point in time, I had a successful wedding photography business as well as a successful high school senior photography business. But I lacked images in my portfolio that would attract an entrepreneur. In order to fix this problem, I decided to market with model calls. In my marketing, I clearly stated the kind of person that I was looking for. And in this case, I said I was looking for female entrepreneurs who were in their 30s and who were authors or online entrepreneurs. In other words, this model call opportunity was not open to everyone. I wasn't offering it to the 50-year-old male local gym owner. I knew who I wanted to work with, and I clearly stated that in my marketing message. And it's interesting because we think that if we limit who we're looking for, we'll get less interest. And just the opposite is true. This particular model call resulted in numerous leads who booked and purchased additional digital images and became happy repeat clients even 5 years later. So understand that if you market to everyone, you really market to no one. So limit who your model call is for. Tip number 3 is to pre-qualify your leads and only photograph the ones you define as ideal. There are 2 primary ways that I have done this and that I teach my students to do this. And they are, number 1, to require every model call lead to complete a questionnaire or an application form. Now, on this form, you can ask them questions to learn more about them and ensure that they are a good fit for you. 2 questions that I like to ask are, number 1, why are you interested in taking part in this model call? And if they say something along the lines of, because it's free, they may not be a good fit or interested in purchasing additional images and products later on. On the other hand, if they take the time to write a few sentences expressing how important the photography experience will be for them, it shows a level of commitment and also excitement. Question number 2 is, what is your vision for the pictures after we take them? Again, here they may say that they just want the free stuff or they're only interested in the digitals. And if you hope to upsell prints and products later on, this is a good indication that they may not be interested in that and therefore might not be a wise use of your time to photograph them. In addition to the questionnaire, I also highly encourage that you either take a retainer fee and or require a credit card to be placed on file. If someone is truly not interested, they will not provide their credit card. However, if they are committed to showing up, they will have no problem providing their number. There is so much more that goes into successful and profitable model calls, but I hope these 3 tips are enough to get you going. So go ahead, let me know in the comments below if you're going to give model calls a shot in your business.